Good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. And we appreciate those that have been able to join on the session. And this session will be looking at how to use Power Insights in collaboration using Microsoft Planner. And with me is Ayodeji Folarin. Both of us will be taking this session together. So we also want to let you know that SharePoint conference will still take place, and that is it will be taking place next year, and that is Las Vegas Grand Result. I just want you to be aware of the upcoming event. Also, we want to thank all the sponsors, people that have been able to bring funding together to make this event to be live and that we can be here too. Also, there is a raffle for those that want to get gifts out of this marathon event, and that raffle can be uh, gotten by visiting the booths as highlighted in this PowerPoint, and look at the link for you to be able to click on it and do the needful, and you might be entitled to one of those prizes. Also, we want to you to also know that we are also looking at a way of trying to solicit for help, especially in this pandemic time where we have a lot of destruction all around the world. So if you want to donate, you actually look at this link and also try to do the needful to help those people that are in need. Thank you. So let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Oluwaseyi Oluwawumiju. I'm all the way from Nigeria, Lagos, and I'm the consultant, chief consultant, CEO of Covenant Technology, and also I'm MVP and an MCT Microsoft certified trainer. I'm also the regional lead for Nigeria. Also, I've been consulting for quite a long time now, at least for over 19 years. So, Deji, please, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so thank you very much, Seyi. My name is Ayodeji Folarin from Lagos, Nigeria. I am a consultant, CEO, Jairi Computer Solutions. So I'm also an MVP on data platform, a Microsoft certified trainer, a BI developer, an IT consultant, trainer, and a speaker for over 23 years. Thank you very much. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you, Deji. So let's now go to our goals this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening. I don't know where you're calling in from. Our goal is specified into this outline. First of all, we want to know why we need insight. Why do we bring in Power BI? Why, Power BI is one of the Power Platform, one of the family of Power. Why do we need it for insight and for probably getting a better business information to the data we have gathered? What is a planner? Who can use a planner? And what can I do with Microsoft Planner? And as an admin, probably you are in that admin category. What can I use Planner to do? What advantage do I have? What power or right do I have or permission that I have as an admin to administer Planner in my tenant? Then we are going to look at the benefit and we'll quickly go through a demo. So, do we need insight? Why insight? That is the question. Everybody knows that there was a destruction, and that destruction changed the world. The pandemic era showed us how digital transformation can be a night in just a duration of time. For 3 months, digital transformation cut across the government, the private sector, the public sector. Every area of our life was changed because of the disruption of the pandemic, and it injected several things into our system. So Why insight? There's a journey for insight, and this is my story for insight. First of all, before we look at insight, we must first of all start with what has happened. And that brings us to the reporting side. What has happened? A report was given, a project was designed, and we need to track this project. We need to know what are the tasks assigned to people. Then why did this happen? And that brings us to what we call the interactive dashboard. Now, Microsoft Planner is built with this concept that as you are tracking your tasks, as you are looking at the assigned work given to your team member, you must be able to have an interactive dashboard that you can use. And apart from that, this information can also be extended into Power BI. What will happen? And that brings us to prediction. Okay, if this particular job has not been done by these particular people, can I escalate it? Can I take it to the next level? Can another set of people take off this job? Can I take a proactive action in terms of deliverable that is necessary in order to make me mitigate against time lag and time wasting? Then what do I do? And that brings us to recommendation, brings us automation, and also this is the part of an insight. So generally, this is the story from my perspective, what an insight is. Then I need to understand disruption has come, and disruption is a convergence of three critical pillars. The first pillar is a cloud. Now, the cloud is where we have the power, where we have the computing energy, and that's where it's summed on the bedrock. Planner is built on the bedrock that is built on Azure, which is a bedrock of all Microsoft Cloud offering. Then we need data that come whether formatted, whether structured or unstructured, that runs on this cloud engine, cloud power, and we need the intelligence to be able to make informed decisions. Now, this now brought us to a point to know that in every establishment, collaboration is needed. In every establishment, the use of platform to bring people together, to sequencize the way our tax is being taken and how we land those tax has brought disruption, because in the lifespan of every company have been shortcutted, have been shortened because of this digital transformation, digital disruption that is happening all over the world now. That even the company that could live 65 years have been streamlined into 15 years. Now, it's a call now for us to understand that we need to have solutions that can build collaboration, and integrate, bring collaboration, and also enhance integration within your team in your office. Deji, please, can you just take us, what is Power BI?
Okay, so thank you very much, Seyi. So roll up the next slide. Now we'll talk about Power BI. Power BI simply means an application that can help you do lot of things as far as business analytics solution, and let you integrate, analyze, model, and visualize your data. It also enables you to share insights across your organization or embed them in your application or organizational website. So bringing your data to life with live dashboard and wonderful reports. So Power BI is a wonderful tool that help you out there to turn your data into insight decision making. So we are going to see how Planner and Power BI can actually. So Seyi, can move on, please.
Yeah, thank you, Deji. So
the next slide.
We had some disruption there. So what Deji was saying is that Power BI can help us to enhance the ability to have insight. Now, we are trying to build the block. First of all, we have looked at what Power BI solution can do. Now, let's move ahead and look at what is Planner. Now, before we go into Planner, we must understand why we need to plan. And plan is a sequential, timely organization or organizing your tasks. Now, Planner is a solution built on this, where you can assign tasks, where you can share files, where you can communicate and collaborate within and outside your team. And this is runs on Microsoft 365 platform, which make it a very, very unique sequence. Planner sits on Office 365 app and it can collaborate with any of the app across board. If you don't plan, sometimes you meet dead end, and that is the reality of time. And you can see with just 4 months of pandemic that some companies that were able to leap on their digital transformation, some of them were not really ready at that time when disruption came, but they were able to plan, and that plan was able to give them an edge, a competitive edge in the market. There's this man, Terence McKenna, said, if you don't have a plan, you become part of somebody else's plan. And that's the reality of time. You must be able to plan. And that brings us to the issue of a tax. There are some points that will be raised as we go on, especially in the demo session, where we'll be talking about tax. What is tax? Tax is just a piece of work that it needs to be done. And it need to be undertaken at a given time. That is a tax. A piece of work that needs to be done. Let me just give you a typical example before we go into Planner. If I have a chair, a wheeling chair, as you see there, and I've been saddled with the responsibility to do this chair, and I have 4 different components. I have the one that needs to have the slide. I need the one that needs to help me with the control, and I need the one that will allow me to have comfort. I can specify these tasks into different sections, and this section needs to be tracked and need to be updated, and people need to be assigned to it. So this whole scenario can be taken into a platform like Microsoft Teams, and Planner sitting there to help you to isolate and segment each of these tasks into a bucket. And this bucket can easily now be tracked by tasks, by to-do list, and the eventual result would be when the time that is needed and when the time it is completed. Who can use Planner? Everybody that have Office 365. So if you have Office 365, then you can use a Planner. What can I do with Planner? I can, as I said, create a plan. And plan is a sequential, timely, organized task that I want to achieve at a specific time. I can create a bucket. Bucket is where you have all your plan sequence according to the segment you want it to be. And you outline it with what we call a task. Task is a to-do that has been given to you, allocated to you, assigned to you. Then I create a list. List is just the number of things I need to do, like your to-do list, as you have commonly in a day-to-day life. Then you assign this task to specific person. That's where collaboration comes. I can draw in all my users from Office 365, Active Directory, identity management. I push this task to them. I bring them on a platform like Microsoft Teams that at any time I can be called upon for a video chat, a normal chat, and I can harness even sharing and collaborating with document sharing. I can set a due date, which is trackable. which can be integrated to Microsoft Outlook. Then I can update the task. As I finish, I can easily update it. Then I can view it in a board, and I can extract it if I need more insight into a Power BI. So as an admin, what are things I can do on Planner? One, I can turn off and turn on and off of Planner app on your organization or your tenant. I can invite guests. I can create the venue to invite guests. I can manage who can create a plan from the Office 365 group, because Planner is built on Office 365 grouping. I can synchronize my planning schedule with my Outlook. I can delete users. Now, there's some facts we need to know. The first fact is that every user have 250 assigned tasks. Now, when this was done, there might be updates. That's why we have to go to more of it from Planner, advisory, documentation. But for this, when I was doing this presentation, 250 assigned tasks per user, irrespective of the plan, can be created. You can have 150 tasks allocated to a particular user. You can have 250 active tasks when it's not started. That's as far back as 2007. Another fact that we need to know is that, and that has been so many feedback on this, why can I, when I create a planner as an admin, someone else can actually edit my plan, it can modify or rename it, and also it's possible it can delete it. The truth is that Planner is supposed to be an interactive solution where they assigned tasks to the person, and the person supervising or controlling will be able to have a proper sync and proper understanding of what they want to achieve. Although you can control this by going to the Office 365 group and trying to create some policy to dissuade people from having this access. But generally, this has been there and is still a push that they are looking at. Now, what are the benefits we get from Planner? One is easy to use work environment, very easy. Just launch it from the Office 365 app launcher. You get your Planner. You can also add it as one of the app on Microsoft Teams when you have a collaborative environment, and you can use it for your work. It's good for collaboration. It has a cross-platform. That means you can work across any of Office 365 app, and it can help you to track your progress, which can be notified by sending notification and having a proper schedule view, whether on Planner, whether on Teams or your Outlook. And you can filter it to see what you want to see at the time you want to see it. So, and so many more that we're going to look at just in a few minutes. So I'll quickly jump to my demo, and I'll leave my deck shortly. So this is my planner. I launched it way back before this presentation, just loading. So just refresh it. So let me quickly launch a new one. So for Microsoft Teams, you can actually have your planner added as one of the app. Give me some. While that is on, let me go to team. Oh. It's taking a lot of time. Sorry for this. Try to open my team. See, I can launch it from team. Okay, I think I'm having some technical issue with my system. With the internet. Okay, let me use another browser. Now, for Microsoft Team, for example, let me just go to one of my team and try to add a planner app there. Same browser here. Well, sorry for this. Is any question on the chat board in case why I still?
No, I'm not seeing any questions in the Q&A. I think we're good to go.
Good to go. Let's just wait for my net is really okay. I go to my team. I'm having some challenge with connection here. It's really very slow or something. Okay. I think it's coming up gradually. Okay, I think I am back. Web page slow. Oof. Deji, are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you share the screen for the Power BI side?
Okay. So no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Let me share my desktop. I don't know if my screen Power BI desktop is up there.
Yeah, it's up here, but
Yep, just sending it live now. You should be good to go.
Oh, great. So thank you very much. So I have my Power BI screen loaded. I want to quickly show us what Seyi will export at the other end. So when you make use of Teams, and at the time you feel like I want to export the data set into Microsoft Excel for deeper insight or data analysis, what you can actually use is to make use of tools like Power BI to analyze such. This is the data exported from Seyi some minutes ago. He sent this to me so that I can use this to do my data analysis within Power BI. The tax name, the buckets name, the progress. We have some started, some in progress, some completed, and you have the priority. So some of those tasks, they are medium, some are very important. So I have important there, and some you have low. Under the priority, who is this task assigned to? Who created the task? So the creation date, the start date, the due date. Is the task late, true or false? So this is good. And is this task completed and completed by who? We have the following column exported from the other end. Now, I'm not going to save these. The very first thing I'm going to from my data allows me to import the file for data analysis. So as I'm doing my imports, I'm to this using task. That is the name of the data set. I want to do transformation on this. There are lots and lots of data transformation that needed to be done so that it will be useful for better insights. One of them, I don't need the top 1, 2, 3 rows. So remove the rows, remove the top 3 rows. Good. And make the next row use it as my header. I guess this is cool. One of the needed things to be transformed here, we have a column for dates. As we speak, she is in America and the dating system is not the same thing with what I have here in Nigeria. So what is sent to me, you have it as months, sorry, months, dates, and year. So this is what we have, but in Nigeria's setting here, we should have it as day, month, and year. So I need to change this dates format, convert it to dates. So convert to dates. No, it definitely I will have errors if I convert this to date because the dating system is wrong and what I have here is not correct. Let me take this out. So that is one of the wonderful tools here called using local. So using local is just to select using local. Once I select using local, the next thing is to say I'm taking this into a date format. The date format we have here is English US. Where is United States? English United States. Great. So once I do this, it has done a nice conversion for me. And I have the date before the month and the year. And there are other things I need to do. I also need to convert this into duration by adding another column because I don't just want to see it in days. tell me what is the number of days used concerning each of these activity, each of these tasks. So all I need to do, I can come under, give me a new column, under date, convert it into age. And our age is measured in days, months, year, day, hours, minutes, and seconds, as we have it here. So I can also say take the duration to days, and so on and so forth. So this is just what I will do at the back. And the next thing I need to do once I'm done with my ETL is to close and apply for data, serious data analysis. So close and apply. So as I'm doing this, I want us to look at the insights I've been able to pull out from this report, this same report I've just shown to us. So this is the business insight we are talking about. So I quickly have to pull up this couple of minutes ago for the sake of those demo. So you can see the total task we have on that Excel list is 259, out of which 195 completed tasks, 15 of the tasks is still in progress, and 49 tasks, they've not even started those tasks. So the next thing is, graphically, I can see the representation here, and I have a filter here to tell me, based on priority, let me see the important task. Once I select the important task, it affects the entire dashboard, but it won't affect this part of my dashboard. I want this part to be, let me see, have a count of all my tasks. So out of the important task, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 important tasks. So 2 of them, they are in progress. Just 1 is completed. 1 of the tasks is yet to be started. So there is need for us to see why and who is actually holding this task, who is responsible, who is this task assigned to. If I click on this very one, the task is assigned to Benson, is not yet started, and update request flow. So this task is capable of stopping so many other tasks. Then I might be interested. Can I see detail of this task? I can right click here and do a drill through. I already have a drill through to the task detail, though it's not yet completed. I just started the task detail some minutes ago. So drill through to the task detail. It tells me this is the picture of the person we are talking about. So this is the task we are looking at. It's not yet started and is a very, very important task. The task has been initiated as far back as this particular date, and this is the man in charge of the task. So I can actually go back to my work. Back to my work, I want to see the ones with medium priority. These are the ones with medium priority. Good number of them, but 48 of them have not actually, they've not started the task, and there is need to actually do lots of work around these. Now, for other tasks, I can see all my tasks listed. I want to see all the tasks as a whole. Let me see the ones this in progress. Let me see all the tasks that are in progress. Once I select, we have 15. We have 15 items here. Those are the tasks that are actually in progress at the moment. And out of all these tasks, so one of them is more than one person is assigned to this particular task. And let me see those people. I need detail about this task. Implementing ETL with SSIS. Right click, drill through, give me the detail about this task. It pull up the task. These are the 2 guys that the task was assigned to, and the title of the task. These are their names, and so on and so forth. So with this, I can easily on my dashboard take quick decision, see all the tasks that is holding people back, look at the the tasks that are actually, let me pull up the the task so that we can see other things that we can actually work around. The bucket name, we have it there. We have seen the priority, we've seen the progress, we've seen those assigned to when it was created. We can actually take a look at the duration between the start date and the completed dates. So let's compare with the late. Do you have any of the tasks that is late or the ones that is actually in before the baseline or after the baseline, and so many other things like this. So all these type of visuals can actually be pulled out. And the most important part of this, I can actually lay this on the mobile view for the management to have a first-hand information about all these details. So this is what the type of insight that can pull out from here. So Sheyi, I hope you are ready. The other hand there.
Yeah, let me just quickly take them back to how it was created.
How you generated the Excel list, because I just pick up your Excel list.
Yeah. Let's
see how the Excel list was generated and what was outputted to this other side. So thank you.
Yeah, share my desktop again, and I'll take it from there. So I pray everything work as planned. Okay, so if you can see my desktop now, on my team channel now, the essence of collaboration is to have a way by which we can easily interact, we can easily communicate, share information, and get to do our tasks on time at the right time. So there are two ways by which you can actually launch a Microsoft Planner. Either you go through the Office 365 app launcher, which we are going to get to, or you come through Microsoft Team. You just click on the add button on any of your team channel. Now you look for Planner, and that's Planner. You add it. It loads, take a few minutes, it loads and to be added. You then save it on that particular channel for your team member to have a look and to use it for. While that is going on, let's go to the app launcher on 365. The same way you do it on team, you just come onto your 365 launcher, you look for the planner. Some people might not get it at the first on the first breakdown of the list of the apps that is there. You have to go to whole app, look for planner, and you can pin it as one of your favorite. So the planner is launched. Now, the next thing for us is to look at how do we navigate on the planner. There are three different ways to look at. We have the board, we have the chart, and we have the schedule. The board is where you have all your assigned tasks, your to-do tasks, arranged and properly sequenced according to the time you want it to be done. While the chart, just as Deji was trying to show us, now the extension of what we can get on the planner channel, planner chart is what we are seeing there. For planner, we have a read time, quick look at the chart that gives you the status of each of your assigned tasks, who it was assigned to, when it was started, when it was finished, and when it was in between, that is when it was in progress. And all this will be assigned, and that will be a status graph of your bucket showing how many of the bucket was created, how many of the tasks were assigned and assigned to the name. Then priority, for example, every time you set a task, you actually need to prioritize it. Is it a high priority? Is it a low priority? So those priority will be checked here on the priority chart, on the chart of the planner board. Then we have the schedule. Now, the schedule is a view, a graphical view of your calendar. Now, taking these tasks accordingly also help you to look at it on your calendar view. Okay, I have certain tasks on the 30th. You can drill down also and add tasks just as you have there. You can sync this also with your Microsoft Outlook. So here we have all the member. I just have 2 members because of the time here. So let me quickly create, let me go back to the board. Let me create a new task. Now this is my to-do list. I want to create a bucket. Now let me create a new bucket. A bucket is where I have all my tasks there. I can say launching of M365. This is the bucket I want to create. After creating the bucket, you need to add a task. What is the task here? The task here is to be able to probably get sponsors or get the all. Who is going to do that? We need to have it on the 5th, and I'm going to assign somebody to it. I put Samuel, my colleague, and if I don't have his email, if he's a guest, I'll just type his email there and it will be added. So once this is done, then I can actually now look at Samuel and said I had a task to him, and he will get the email that a task is given to him, get it all. Now I can also add more. Now I can label it. Now labeling means that I want to prioritize it. I want to label it, and Microsoft created different coloring. Now you have to determine what the color sequence you want it to be. It can be pink, can be red, can be yellow. This is appending to the priority you want it to be used or to be looked for. So if I put it on red, that means it is very, very essential for Samuel to quickly do this job, and I want it done on time. So I can also assign more tasks to it. Apart from label, I can assign more things to it. If I assign more people in terms of updating more people to do the specific task that was given to them at that time, then I can also copy. I can copy all these tasks. Probably the structure of the task is the same, and I want to extend it. I want the same structure to be used across all my buckets. I'll copy it and I can paste it in another bucket to show the same thing. I can move tasks. I can move it from the from bottom up, depending on what I want to do. I can also delete it. So apart from that, let's look at what other thing we can do. I can actually at this point share files, add files to it. Then I can create a notebook and say this notebook specify the detail of what I want to do with this task. I can add it to SharePoint, add it to any other. Then this is what we did. We exported this to Excel, and that was the same thing that Ayodeji used to bring out more insight from what we have here. So on the left plane, you have Planner Hub. Planner Hub is where you have all the details of your buckets in terms of all the plans that is synchronized into a bucket. Then you can actually have all the tasks assigned to you at a glance. That means if I want to know all the tasks assigned to me, you can see my image there. You can see that it's a red and it is prioritized as I, and it can tell you that it's in progress. And it can also tell me that it has not started. So, and it can also tell me that it has been completed. I can add this to my favorite if I want, and said, this is what I want it to do. I want to add certain things to it. I can change the calendar. Probably if I cannot meet the obligation, I can update it in order to have a change of the progress of what is happening. Now, going back here, I can also look at the view I want. There are 3 specific views you can have. You can have view when you want to look at the plants. If I want to look holistic about all the plants I have, you have the view. You can also filter by progress. I want to know all the progress that is going, which one is completed and which one is not. And if I have times attached to it, I can actually track it by time, and I can track it by the priority. You can see red, you can see urgent and important. This also can be labeled with color. So I can also schedule and add it to my Outlook as a filter of, as a tracking and a means of notification. So now I can filter by late, if it's late, if it's today, because the time, because it's time based, and because it's time based, it looks at the time specified as by the due date. It track it for you. If it is today, if it's tomorrow, if it's for next week, you can actually have a filter of what and what is required. Sorry, I could not show you more of those data we use there because of the issue with the system, but this is just the general overview of what Planner is. So let's quickly go to Teams before we round up here. Now, once I add it to Teams, I create a name. I call it virtual 365, and I save it. It runs through it. It maps it to the tab. Then I have the same view I have on the Planner also on the Microsoft team, except some activity, just few activities that cannot be done on the team that you can. So you can see it here. It launched the app on Teams. So this is the view you see. When you get that, it shows the tasks, it shows various app, and it shows the board where you have the bucket, to-do list, and also you have what and what is being tracked by time, by date, and who was assigned to. You can also see the chart and schedule. Okay, is here. You can see this is, I can also set a task, add a new task to it. Under this, I said go live. Same way you did here, you set date to it, you assign people to it, and you add all this, you add the task to it, go live, then it is done. So once it's completed, it shows that it signed it out. If it's in progress, it shows that it's in progress. You can label it also with coloration, and you can also move the task. So let's go back to the.
So I guess this is nice. The timing.
Yeah. Let's go back to the deck. So so this is the deck. This is what Deji just showed you using the Power BI. And in summary, what we are saying is that in order to enhance collaboration, we need to have plan within the teams. And if you have a plan within the team, you need to be able to track this plan. You need to be able to know who is assigned with the tasks. You need to be able to have visual insight to what was done, when it was done, and how to make a very judgment call at any time. And that's why we spring up into Power BI, where you can extend this visualization. And they showed us how you can use the same task to make decision, to know who is, and even the CEO can actually have this on his mobile phone using the mobile app, and he can get this insight on time. You can see more by going to that that particular hand-on demo at that site, where you can have your hand dirty using Planner. So leaving all this, we like to leave you because of the current situation with this video. Our time is sorry for that. So this video just showed us how we love you, and we want you to look at these images.
Okay. So if you have any question, you can drop your questions. Thank you very much, Seyi.
So I solicit, if you want to donate, you can donate to the charity just as shown in the previous slide, because we are in a time where there's a lot of issues around us, and we need to take a good decision at the right time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So questions, please.
Yeah, I think we're great. There aren't any questions in the queue. I'd suggest that people maybe follow up with you on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, and see your social information out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thank you.